There's a version of you that died the moment you realized she was lying. Not the loud, obvious lies. The quiet ones. The ones wrapped in "I love you" and "you're overthinking." The kind that made you feel crazy for noticing. And here's what nobody tells you: that version of you? He's never coming back. You felt it before you knew it. That shift. The way her eyes wouldn't hold yours anymore. How her phone became a third person in the relationship. The sudden need for privacy that didn't exist before. You ignored it. You told yourself you were being insecure, controlling, jealous. Because that's what she said. And you believed her words more than your own instincts. That's where the soul breaking begins. Not in the betrayal itself, but in the moment you chose her lie over your truth. Psychologists call it betrayal blindness. It's a survival mechanism where your mind refuses to see deception from someone you depend on emotionally. A study from the University of Oregon found that people in intimate relationships are statistically worse at detecting lies from their partners than from strangers. Your brain literally protects you from the truth because accepting it would shatter the reality you've built. So you stay blind. Not because you're weak, but because seeing would force you to act. And acting means losing her. Or so you think. But let's go deeper. Why does her deception cut so differently? Why does it feel like more than heartbreak? Because men are conditioned to tie their identity to their ability to protect, provide, and perceive threats. When the woman you love deceives you, she doesn't just break your heart. She dismantles your competence, your judgment, your manhood. She makes you doubt the one thing a man cannot afford to doubt: his own mind. And that's where the soul breaks. In the space between what you knew and what you allowed yourself to ignore. There was a man named Daniel. Married 12 years. 2 kids. Good job. Normal life. Until one day he found messages. Not explicit. Just warm. Too warm. With a coworker. When he confronted her, she cried. She said he was being paranoid. That he was ruining their family over nothing. He apologized. He actually apologized for catching her. 3 months later, she filed for divorce. Moved in with the coworker. Daniel didn't break down because she left. He broke because for 3 months, he looked in the mirror and saw a fool. A man who begged forgiveness for being right. This pattern repeats across millions of men. Silent. Unseen. Because society doesn't give men permission to be victims of emotional violence. You're told to man up. To not let a woman have that much power over you. But here's the truth they won't say out loud: deception from someone you trust is a form of psychological warfare. It rewires your brain. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that betrayal trauma activates the same neural pathways as physical assault. Your nervous system cannot distinguish between being stabbed and being lied to by someone you love. Both are interpreted as mortal threats. And the cruelest part? She moves on. Quickly. Easily. While you're left dissecting every moment, every conversation, every time she said nothing's wrong when everything was wrong. You replay it all like a detective searching for clues you missed. You turn your own memories into crime scenes. She's out living her life. You're in your head, conducting an autopsy on a relationship she already buried. But here's where the shift happens. Here's the truth every man needs to hear: her deception didn't break your soul. It revealed what was already fractured. Your need for her validation. Your fear of being alone. Your willingness to betray yourself to keep her. She didn't destroy you. She exposed the parts of you that were never truly yours. The parts you built to please her. To be chosen. To be enough. Real strength isn't found in holding on to someone who's already gone. It's in the terrifying honesty of letting go. Not out of anger. Not out of revenge. But out of self-respect. There's a version of you on the other side of this. He doesn't beg. He doesn't explain himself to people who've already decided he's the problem. He doesn't stay where he's disrespected. Not because he's bitter, but because he finally values his peace more than her presence. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die." You're not broken. You're shedding. And it hurts like hell because transformation always does. The man who trusted blindly is dying. The man who sees clearly is being born. And that man? He doesn't need her to validate his worth. He doesn't need closure. He doesn't need her to admit she was wrong. Because he already knows. Her deception was never about you. It was always about her. Her emptiness. Her cowardice. Her inability to face herself. You were just collateral damage in her war with her own conscience. And once you see that, truly see it, the power she held over you dissolves. You will love again. But differently. You'll listen to your instincts. You'll honor your boundaries. You'll walk away the first time something feels wrong, not the 50th. Because you'll remember this moment. The one where you almost lost yourself trying to hold on to someone who was already gone. And you'll choose you. Every man needs this reminder: your soul isn't broken. It's awake. And that's far more dangerous to the people who need you asleep.